come on, be intact. Oh, look at the color. Hey y'all, Wild Kyle here. Welcome back to the channel. I've returned to a creek that I have not been to in a very, very long time. Some of my first bottle hunting videos ever were in this creek, and I think that's a mistake, my friends. I think it's a mistake that I have not come back here for a very long time, and there's been a ton of rain recently, so now's my chance to give it a good fresh look over, and I can already tell you this creek has changed so much, so that's a very promising sign. Let's get right to it and see what we can find. This creek really has changed a whole lot. It's very sandy, so it shifts easily when there's rainstorms and things. And we've had some particularly heavy rainstorms lately, so I'm glad to be here right now. This section that I'm in right here, there's not always a ton of old stuff lying around. Like old stuff, I mean as turn of the century, right around the 100-year-old or more mark, because that's the type of stuff we're looking for. But there are pockets of older stuff through here, and actually some of my nicest bottles that I found in this creek have come right through this section. But when you walk down here at a glance, it doesn't seem like there would be much old stuff, because you don't see a ton of old glass, not until you hit those little pockets. So this section's always very fun to walk, because you never know what's gonna pop out. Sure enough, you're gonna see a lot of trash and a lot of shopping carts, but that's just the unfortunate reality of treasure hunting in urban creeks. We do like to see that glass. We don't like to see it that broken, but that thick blue glass, that's something older, possibly part of an older soda bottle, and maybe a little bit more right there. Actually, yeah, look at that. Had something embossed on it. Also a little older. And this is the design you see on the knee-high, but you can see a little bit of paint there. So that would have been a painted label knee-high, or a ACL, applied color label. So we are seeing little bits of older stuff. That is promising. Part of why I haven't been here in so long is due to the fact of this creek getting pretty unproductive over the years. It's one I walked a whole lot, very consistently, and you know, after a while you do put a hurting on a spot, and it gets harder to find stuff until you get enough major rain to really move stuff around. So now that I've waited well over a couple years, like I said, things are way different. And I think that means that there's a good chance we might find something, or there's a good chance we still won't. I'm not sure, but it's all in the thrill of the hunt, so we're gonna try. Check this out right here. Look at that old cork top with a root growing right through it. That's pretty wild, because that's had to have been sitting there for a very, very long time. That's well over 100-year-old bottle top there, or right around 100 years old. See a couple little pieces of glass sticking out of the bank right here. Maybe blue mason jar bit, something, the battery core thing right there. So, pretty interesting. And right over here, I did actually see a bottle that we're gonna pick up together. I don't think it's gonna be embossed, but I guess you never know. And also, look, there's something embossed right there. Let's see what this is first. Yep, slick bottle, but blown in a mold too. Look at that, nice and old. So that's a good sign to see. And what in the world is this? Oh, it's busted at the top, whatever it was. What was that? Broken milk bottle. Look at that. Oh, too bad. Dang, embossed milk bottle. I gotta get that dirt off there and see what that says. See if we can get the dirt out of there. Dang, that looks like a fresh break too. I wouldn't be surprised if that busted in a recent rain. Oh, come on, Kyle. Why can't you get the dirt out? This one is gonna hurt my heart a little bit, because University City Dairy, Gainesville, Florida. Goodness gracious, why did that have to be busted? Oh man, it's worth keeping. Still. Wow. Oh man, could you imagine if that had been intact? Look at that. Well, maybe just get it cut and polished at the top for a vase or something, because that's way too cool to leave here. Good thing it's in good shape otherwise, other than that top, not all cracked up. Wow, that's wild. Well, I like that. Good thing to see. Look at this, right where I picked up that busted milk bottle and that cork top, I see this little guy hiding out. Most likely just a sours extract. Yep, sours extracts right there. Is that an older one though? Looks to be blown in a mold. Sours extracts. Very common extract bottle, but we will remove it from the creek. And then right here, you have that. Obviously the odds of that being an intact bottle are slim to none. Probably just a neck, but why does it keep going? That could be an intact bottle. Hold on just a second. Looks like old beer. Would you look at that? It's intact. There's nothing embossed on it. I see bubbles though. Yep, look at that. AB beer. Nice old one. Nice, blown in a mold too. Maybe we'll haul that out as well. The color is just gorgeous on that. It's a nice old beer bottle. Of course, common, but I like the color of it. Looks like it'll come out nice and clean. Sure enough, it's coming out really nice and clean. Look at that. Yep, nice turn of the century beer bottle. Some air bubbles in there. Yeah, I'll hold on to it even though it's just a common slick bottle. I haven't been finding many great bottles lately, so we'll take what we can get. So there's that. The sours extracts. I already put up the piece of the milk. And you know what? I'll hold on to this corker as well. Get some trash out of the creek while we're at it. Here we have a little milk glass jar, it would appear. Yep. I have a nice little one there, isn't it? Nothing embossed on it, so that could be anywhere from, you know, the 20s to the 60s or 70s, probably. So this one, I don't know, maybe around the 40s or 50s or so. Also, right above me here, check this out. Let's bring the camera out a little bit. There's this clay that we got here. In this creek that I'm walking is in an area where occasionally you can find shark teeth, which would be eroding out of this ancient ocean floor clay. This is specifically Miocene in age, so you're talking around 25 million years old. Yes, that means potential megalodon, though. This creek in particular, I found very, very, very few shark teeth. So I would not count on it, but you can see all the little bits of gravel in there. Those little rounded pebbles are phosphate pebbles that you see in marine sediments a whole lot. So I'll be keeping an eye out, but my goal today is antique bottles, of course, because the shark teeth are not very productive here. Let's see, but I don't want to miss anything cool, that's for sure. Just in case there is a tooth sticking out somewhere. See bigger chunks of phosphate there. Sirens in the distance. At least one shark tooth, right? Just one. Some interesting gravel there. Yeah, look at all that gravel. That is a ton. Some old brick or something right there. Yeah, I'm just not seeing much for fossil stuff, but that's okay. That's not what we're here for necessarily. This creek's kind of like a jungle in here. So sad to see all this trash, y'all. But try to tune it out for a second, because if you tune out the trash, you're just in a beautiful... I'm stepping... You probably heard me just step on that piece of plastic. It was very loud. So, anyways, if you try to tune out the trash, really, you're in a beautiful little creek. You're right in the middle of a town, but gosh, it's just a shame, because you look at the banks and you look up and it is beautiful. but you look down and it's just full of stuff. I hope one day humans can figure it out. I don't know when that day will come or if, but I hope it comes. This is the type of stuff that really rearranges a creek. All these trees fell sideways like that, and even this one that fell this way affects it a whole lot. But none of this was here before. This used to all be sand, and now it's been dug right down into clay. And that was quite a bit of distance, probably from about where that tree's resting down to that clay level is how much sand got moved. So that's pretty amazing seeing that go on. Like I said, these creeks move a whole lot. Oh, all right. We are working our way along. I've not seen anything crazy yet, but it may be on the way. There's some more of what we want to see there. Of course, just a small fragment, but that beautiful colored, thick old glass looks to be part of a soda bottle of some sort. All right. Always nice to know you're on the right track. Look at all the deer tracks here. Okay, so check this out. A lot more glass here. Older stuff. That's actually part of a blood wine. I can recognize that little design right there. I'll throw one up on screen for you to check out. But yeah, all kinds of pieces. Look, there's a bit of melted bottle top. Anything down here hiding out? There's a large bucket. Oh, come on, there's got to be something down there, right? It looks too good. But I'm not seeing much of anything. I see maybe a bottle down there, but I'm pretty sure that's a modern beer. And I see a lot of broken ones. So, again, seeing that old glass, nice to be on the right track. Oh gosh. Make my way around here. Don't want to ignore these little fast spots, that's for sure. Ooh. Modern, modern, modern. The name of the game is find the old mixed in with the modern. Oh, look at that top. I'm not going to reach down and grab it, but that's a very old cork top right there. So that's cool to see. It's looking like it's getting very sandy up here where I'm getting to. It's part of a little cup or something. Oh, hello. I wonder what that would have been. Looks like something old. Part of old soda there. Yep, pretty big chunk of one. I always kind of hold out hope when you see just a little bit of a bottle like that sticking out. You think, oh, there's a chance it could be intact, right? And no, of course not when it's just sitting in sand like that, usually flipped out from somewhere. Now, if you see one sitting like that in gravel, then perhaps it might be just intact, sitting in there waiting for you. But slim to none odds there as well. Oh, hello. Oh, I see a lot of glass. Sorry about the sounds. Look at that. That's a little purple, a little lavender. That's old. It's been sitting in the sun for a little bit. Manganese in the glass is what does that. There's part of a, that's part of a RC Cola. Not terribly old, but look at that. Part of a Coca-Cola bottle, hobble skirt style. Right here, what do we have? Oh, interesting design on there, eh? Huh. Some sort of soda, I think. I don't actually recognize that, though. That's interesting. And interesting cork top there. Oh, man. Look at all the old pieces here. Look at that bottom. Square bottle. Super old. And old hobble skirt bottom. That color, really nice aqua, probably a 1915 hobble skirt. Heck yeah. Oh wait, what is that? Oh. Y'all see it? Oh, yeah. It is not a complete Wild Kyle video without some of that. the butt. That's a little body of a little porcelain doll. Ah, man. Too bad it's missing the head. But always love finding those. They're old too. That's turned the century or older. Very cool. Pretty sure the top's gone off on that. But I see embossing, so we're going to check it out. Ooh, real beat up. Oh, look at that. That would have been a Gainesville straight side Coke there. Property of Coca-Cola. Yep, nice and beat up. Also, what's this we got down here? Whoa, who are you? Little anime character. That's funny. Oh, what's it say there? Maybe it'll tell me. Something China. I made in China. Oh, look. Oh, it says Naruto. I've heard that. I used to watch that long time ago. Well, here's this guy's seen his better days. His head's all blasted apart. Ooh, oh gosh, there's his brain. That's pretty wild. We'll take him out of the creek. One less piece of trash. And, oh, what do we have here? Little leather thing. Looked almost like a handbag or something, but I don't think it was. All right, the creek never fails to produce an interesting find. Oh, just a little bit of disappointment right there. What a beautiful flask that looks like it would have been. I found some with that particular pattern on them. That is really nice, blown in a mold. Oh, that's a shame. Would have been a beautiful, beautiful flask. And what do we have here? Oh, part of an old beer bottle. This one's machine made. You can see the seam goes all the way to the top there. But probably old AB beer right there. Oh, I see all kinds of stuff down here. So we got, there's an old top there. But what is this here? There's no way that's gonna be intact, is it? There's no way. Oh, almost. Oh, almost. Gosh. Well, you know what? It would display all right from that. I'm going to keep that for sure. That's busted at the top, but not bad enough. There's actually no town name on that one. Look at that. Straight side Coca-Cola. Look at that. No town name. It would have been right there in that empty space. Property of Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola script on the bottom. But it's pre-1915 straight side Coke. Oh, too bad about that top, man. Still a beautiful bottle. Beautiful bottle. Well over 100 years old. We will take it. I can't stop finding pieces of sodas, y'all. Yep. Another straight side Coke piece right there. Just steps away from that. I haven't even put it in the bag yet. So, let's find us an old one, nice and complete. I'm surprised this one was as intact as it was. I expected the whole top to be gone. It's so clean too. That happens though here. It's so sandy like this. Stuff comes out pretty clean, especially if it was recently washed out. What is that? Why can't I get it? Oh, it's well, I don't know what it is. It's something strange. Oh, why is there wire or something tied around that? I don't like that. That's slightly unsettling. Oh gosh. Okay, more soda bottle pieces down here. I'm gonna look up here. Look at this erosion action we got going on. Oh. Oh my gosh, you don't see it like that very often. Too bad it's not cut into bottle layers. There's a 1950s beer bottle. Look at that though. There's a layer. Not natural. Asphalt and stuff in it, so There's human activity there. That's the original dirt. And for some reason, there's a layer of that put on top of it. That's kind of strange, actually. I wonder why that would have been. It's not much going on up there right now. There could have been... Yeah, that's pretty weird. It's like asphalt and stuff. Maybe there's a parking lot up there that they just destroyed or something. Look at that old top. 100 years old. That old top, 100 years old. Melted soda bottle, 100 years old. Part of a square bottle, 100 years old. Ah, a big piece of a square bottle. All old right there. Part of a melted something. Part of a plate, gosh. Oh, look at that. Right there. More 100-year-old top. We are getting in the old zone. There is a very disturbingly melted milk glass jar. Picasso-esque right there. That's pretty wild. Yeah, look at that. Oh gosh. I mean, it is just everywhere you look. Right here, you got old stuff. Oh, look at that. Hobble skirt Coke. November 16th, 1915. Too bad that wasn't intact. Gainesville, Florida on the bottom. Beautiful color. Man, look at that. Something stoneware right there. Look at, I love seeing the inside. It's always really pretty. Oh, I got a helicopter above me. They're looking for me. Oh gosh. I'm on the trail, y'all. that one puts me on the trail. Something else I don't want to be on the trail on. Bad things, or hopefully just an innocent dinner. But we'll grab that. We'll remove that from the creek. That don't belong. What else we got here? Possible corkish shit. Nope, that is a modern little wine thing. A little flask, I believe. Little wine flask. Cream. Check this out. Hidden in between these rocks, a beautiful aqua stopper. Ooh, hello. Lee and Perrins on it. That's cool. Look at that glass stopper, y'all. That is just gorgeous. You'd think we'd find a lot more of those with how many bottles there are. But I don't find a whole lot. But a beautiful aqua blue one, I will happily take that home. Very nice. I'm telling y'all, the lack of marbles in this particular location makes no sense to me. Look how perfect it looks for marbles. Nice old top there. I've never done good with marbles in this creek though. I've been walking this creek a long time. Look at that, nice lavender, baby. Whew. Look at that one's even a little bit lavender there too. Very neat. Oh, look at that. Part of a lantern. That's cool. Oh yeah, look right there where you'd twist it. That's part of a lantern. There's where the wick would have gone through. That is really neat. I wonder if there's any maker's marks or anything hidden in there. Probably not. Normally those were on the top there. Heck yeah, we'll hold on to that. Do a little rinse. Yeah, that's neat. I like finding that. Still a cool relic. See a potential bottle there. Oh, it is quite modern. Okay, so that's the least of the interesting things. I'm gonna set that there. Right there. I literally see something embossed, my friends, and I recognize it as a straight side Coca-Cola, I'm pretty sure. Now, oh, I think I feel a top. Oh, gosh. Okay. Okay. Come on, be intact. Oh, look at the color. Oh, look at that straight side Coca-Cola. Gainesville. Coca-Cola. Oh, it's been so long since I found a nice straight side Coke, my friends. Look at that. Oh, the way that was just sitting there waiting for me, baby. Look how beautiful that is. You have got to be kidding me. I did not expect that to be intact, my friends. Oh, wow. Look at the air bubbles in there. This thing is in wander. Well, there's a little chipping going on right at the tip top there. Oh, but I can handle that. Oh, that's amazing, my friends. That is so cool. I kind of rushed through here, and then I kind of circled back around, and I'm so glad I did. I literally walked right over top of that, y'all. I walked right over top of that pre-1915 straight side Coke. That is just absolutely amazing. Wow. Okay, what else is going on around here? It was right under all this stuff. That thing was just perfectly exposed. Okay. Well, there it is, all cleaned up right there. Could not have asked for a better day in the creek. Definitely did not expect a very nice condition, straight side Coke. So thanks again for coming on this adventure with me today, y'all. I appreciate it very much. Make sure if you're not subscribed already, be sure to subscribe so you do not miss out on any more adventures. If you already are, of course, I appreciate it so much. And don't forget to check out one of two videos that you're going to see here on the screen as well. Thanks again, y'all. I'll see you in the next one.